Hey friend, welcome to the Badass is the New Black podcast, where our motto is done is better than perfect. I'm Chrissy Chin, here on a mission to help you grow your business online, turn your leads into lifelong customers, and scale to six figures and beyond so you can work less and enjoy and earn a whole lot more. Most importantly, I'm a laid-back wife, a mom, a friend who started as a peds nurse turned network marketer, and now a serial entrepreneur. This podcast is for ambitious people with an idea, a vision, but no idea how to get there. On this podcast, I'll give actionable steps to keep you moving forward while you learn new business strategies, better systems and processes, marketing, sales, all the things you need to build and scale a blissful business that keeps your pocketbooks growing. Grab a beverage, open up your notes app, and let's get to it. What is up, my friends? Welcome back to the Badass is the New Black podcast. I'm your host, Chrissy Chin. I just got back from an incredible convention, talk, event, whatever you want to call it, that Kajabi held called the Kajabi Hero Live Event. And the theme was Own Your Destiny. And it was so perfect. I haven't been to, Kajabi this was like 4 years since they've had an event because of all the things, pandemic. And so we're finally back together in person, which was incredible. I went to the very first event. It was life-changing. I met people there that I still continue to talk to and met up with again at the live event. And I almost wasn't going to go. I was like, you know what? I don't know. It's expensive to get there and to have the hotel and the ticket. And so I was kind of being mindful of the things that I had already invested in, a couple programs. So I was like, I don't think I'm going to go. And then, a few of my friends are going, people that I have worked with, haven't met in real life, and they were going and I wanted to meet them. And I was like, you know what? I need to go. I want to hear the new Kajabi features. I love Kajabi. I promote Kajabi. We build templates for Kajabi. We build websites for people on Kajabi. And so I was like, you know what? I really, really need to go. It's going to be 100% worth my investment. And it was incredibly worth it. And I'll get into why and how and all of that. But I want to, just in this episode, it's going to be short and sweet, but we're going to go over some of the new announcements from Kajabi, some of the new features that they're releasing, rolling out, are in beta, you're going to be getting soon. So that's really exciting. I'll talk a little bit about some of the people that I met there. And then just a funny story about not getting called up on stage with everyone else and some story behind that, which was pretty funny. But so first and foremost, I want to cover the Kajabi features that they released. So one is Kajabi Pay. It has been in beta for a little while, and that is going to be basically, imagine, you have your Stripe account where all of your transactions go through. That's how you deal with refunds and look up to see people's active subscriptions and all of that. That's going to be on Kajabi. Almost as if Stripe was on Kajabi, but it's all going to be through your Kajabi platform, which is incredibly exciting. You're going to be able to take Google Pay, Apple Pay, which that's going to increase your sales, because there's a lot of times where people go and put something in the cart and then they're like, shoot, I don't have my credit card with me. And people will just have it in Apple Pay or Google Pay built in already. But if you can't take that, they're like, shoot, I'm not going to go downstairs, get my credit card. That's what I always think anyway. And so then they don't check out, then they forget about it, and then you lose the sale there. But with Apple and Google Pay, the transaction is easy, it's seamless, it's fast. And so people are just boom, buy. Makes it so easy to buy. And when you decrease the friction and lower the barriers to actually taking action and completing the thing, which would be buying an offer, you're just going to see an increase in sales. So the other cool thing is when Kajabi Pay is in action, they're going to be doing a pop-up checkout, which is incredibly impactful for your business because it's not going to take you to a whole other page. Again, people want quick, they want fast. It's going to allow you to stay on brand. Anywhere where there is a call to action button, they click on that button and then a little pop-up happens and the checkout is right there where they enter their name, their credit card, or select Google Pay or Apple Pay. Very easy. Afterpay is going to be another thing with that. If you don't know what Afterpay is, it's a company that basically will pay you out the full price and then they'll take care of the payment plans, but you get the full chunk up front. So if you have a program that's $1,000, but someone selects a payment plan to pay over X amount of time, whatever Afterpay is providing for them, you're going to get the full $1,000 upfront, and Afterpay is going to handle the subscription pay, or not subscription, but the payment plan. And they're going to be responsible for that. There'll be a little extra fee on that, but that's just really exciting to be able to get that chunk of money up front, which allows you to maybe invest in some bigger things for your business because you're getting a larger sum of money up on the front end. So lots of amazing things coming with paying and checkout and all of that, which is always a benefit to your business. The other amazing thing that is coming is the AI that's being built into the platform. They've been working on it, and the Kajabi Creator Studio is going to be built in to your Kajabi. And I can't wait to do a YouTube video on this and show you kind of behind the scenes. But what I was sitting down with the Kajabi team, and they were walking me through this creator studio where you would create a course, and basically let's say you have a course on Kajabi. Once you have Creator Studio, you click in there and all of your videos with your course are already in Creator Studio. You don't have to re-download them. And you can take an hour video and just say, hey, make me a 2-minute highlight reel clip. And so it will, the transcript, it'll auto create the transcript. And then, so once it auto creates the transcript, it will then be able to, it's going to rank the texts to, but this is basically behind the scenes of how it works. It ranks the text, and then it pulls the top text, and then it creates a sliced video of the highlights in seconds, in minutes. It's doing this. So you're not going to have to pick, or you could say like, hey, create 3 1-minute blurb, little video clips that you can then go use on social media to promote whatever it is now in your course. Now, I kind of see this as I could create a product in Kajabi, put my podcast videos in there, and then do the same thing. And so once I get the video in there, it'll be in the Creator Studio, and I can do that for here and then put 1-minute clips on social to be promoting and getting you guys to listen to the podcast episode, getting you excited about the content in the episode to drive traffic over there. So lots of great, amazing things with that. Another thing that's going to be really cool is anyone who wants to try Kajabi. I'm not sure if it's live today when this episode goes out, but take a look where you'll be able to create a course in Kajabi and see what it will look like without having to put your credit card in. And so the AI is just going to basically take your information, create the course for you, and then you can see what it looks like and then say, yes, I want to purchase. When you then sign up for Kajabi, your course is already in there, which is super exciting. And I've got, if that's someone, if you're like, yes, I want to get on Kajabi, I've got a link for you, thechryssychin.com/Kajabi, or you can just go to my tools page, which is thechryssychin.com/tools. And my Kajabi referral link is there. You get 2 weeks free and some other goodies. So that's just really exciting to be able to kind of play with it a little bit before ever putting in your credit card. The other huge announcement that they had was branded apps. Branded apps. Right now, Kajabi has an app, but you have to go search for the Kajabi app in the Kajabi store, and then download that. And then that's how your customers access your content. Anyone who has a Kajabi, anyone they're signed up with to get courses or programs, they're going to see that in the Kajabi app. But it's kind of, there's some friction there. You have to tell your customer, okay, go find the Kajabi app and download the app. And they're like, what's Kajabi? So it just causes some confusion sometimes and extra steps where you could just have your own app in the app store. Great for if you have a fitness, program and you want to do videos and things like that. I mean, there's so many different ways that an app would be beneficial, but it's the biggest thing right now is going to be branding, having your own branded content, because AI is going to be providing a lot of information to people. That's a whole other podcast topic. So it's going to be more important than ever to have a solid, unique brand to yourself and to make sure all of your content is on brand, because people will be looking for humans to give them the things that AI still can't do. And so building your brand is just going to be one of the most important things to do for the rest of 2023 and beyond as AI even gets bigger. So incredibly exciting that Kajabi is really hand building apps for their customers that jump into this. Now it's an extra fee, but could be totally worth it for your business. You'll kind of have to determine that. Something else that's not brand new, but I realized was a thing, was being able to go live in products. So if you're a Kajabi user inside your products or your course, you can go live straight inside your course, which is pretty exciting, even if you don't have the community set up. So I'm excited to leverage and use that. So those are some of the new features that are coming up with Kajabi. If you're interested in trying Kajabi, even if you're on another platform, you want to check it out, use my referral link. Just go to thechrissychin.com/Kajabi, and you can kind of check that out, get it 2 weeks free, and then I'll send you some goodies as well. Outside of the new, updates, I got to meet some really amazing people. Met up with my friend Emily Reagan, who's awesome. I met her at the very first Kajabi conference, and we've stayed in touch. And she had introduced me to Linda Sadhu, and Linda created my quiz. If you haven't done it yet, the marketing margarita quiz, it's really fun. And I got to meet her in real life for the first time. I'm also a part of her Mixer Mind, which is kind of like a mastermind. So it was really exciting to meet her in person. I've seen her on Zoom so much, talked to her all the time, but it was like, oh my gosh, I get to squeeze you, hug you, like feel your body and your energy. And it was just quite amazing to be in that situation. And then we got to go out to dinner the first night with Haley Burkhead, who I didn't know Haley before. So it's really fun to also see like there's these other really amazing people out there that you don't know yet, which means there's a lot of people out there that don't know you yet, which is really awesome and incredible. But she helps women build wealth. And, I've always done this game where you kind of like look at someone and you're like, what do I think their course is on Kajabi? Like based on like their style and their vibe and their swagger. And I would say if Haley was doing something on Kajabi, it would definitely have to be with hair, because she has the most amazing hair ever. Now you're going to go to her Instagram and check it out. It's Haley Burkhead. But she does not do hair. She helps women build wealth, but she does have amazing hair. And she was just incredible. Just had just a wealth of knowledge and just excited about what she's doing and how she's helping women build their wealth. So 100% I will be following her to the end of time. And then Maya, I met Maya in person. Maya Nicole is her Instagram. She teaches social growth strategies. And actually I've been following Maya for a long time. And was surprised that like, oh, hey, like Maya's coming to dinner. Like, so great to meet you. I got to sit next to her and hear her story, which was very cool. We bonded over wake surfing, which was really fun. So it was just exciting to meet these people. I met a guy, Braden, who is a tax attorney, I believe. Tax attorney? Pretty sure. But he sells templates, and we worked out a nice little deal to give my audience an incredible, affordable, contracts, terms, things like that you will need for your business. But often they can be very expensive. And if you have to hire a lawyer attorney to do that, it can be really pricey. So to be able to get these templates that you can use is really amazing. I've always used templates, but I paid a lot of money for them. So soon I'll bring him on the podcast, and we'll tell you guys how to get incredibly affordable templates for your terms and contracts and things like that. So it was just really, really amazing. And I got to talk to Jared. I met Jared, who runs the Kajabi podcast. And so we scheduled a time for me to be on the Kajabi podcast. Like, how long would that have taken to get that set up and organized had I been doing that through email or through social and lead to email and trying to find the right person and, give them my pitch. Whereas in person, we kind of got to talk and just dive in a little bit deeper and a little faster. And it's like, hey, yeah, come on the podcast. This would be awesome. So whenever you're in person, it just speeds up the relationship. Had I been talking through Maya on social media, probably would have taken a while to, get to that deeper state of friendship that happened in just a matter of days. We ended up having multiple meals together, and she's going to come on the podcast, and we've got some cool things. So, it's just being able to be in person just builds these relationships so much faster. So if time is of the essence for you in your business, we say relationships take time, and they do, but the most incredible way to speed that up is by attending live events. And I cannot wait. I'm putting this on my vision board. One day I will be having my own live event, which will be incredible. But I don't know when. Don't ask me when, but that will happen. Putting it out there into the universe. Got to get my book done, finished, which I wrote 3 chapters in the last week. 1 on the way to Austin to the Kajabi Live Hero event. 1 chapter on the way home. I wrote another chapter on my drive to the lake house as I was preparing for our Women Entrepreneurs Lake Day networking little retreat that's happening June 9th for a day. And so I've got to get the book done first, and then live event will happen. But it was just really, really cool. And to sit down with the Kajabi, the people that worked at Kajabi, and just see how much they care about us, and sit down and take the time to walk me through the creator studio, the ins and outs of that, and show me how you could take an hour video and break it down into 1-minute clips. I mean, it was just really, really cool to see, and just feel the love of Kajabi and how much they care about us and they care about our success. It's just really, really awesome. So my funny story, and then I'll wrap up here, is that they did some of these, I don't even know if they announced little challenges, but in the community, whatnot, they did this little award ceremony at the end of Kajabi, and people got different awards for how active they were in the community and on the leaderboard in the community. So when you're active, you get little points, and that puts you on the leaderboard, which we do in our A Build a Blissful Business community. But they had little awards to give out, and then the very last award was for their millionaire moguls, people that have generated $1 million in revenue on the Kajabi platform, as a minimum. And I was like, am I going to get my name called? Am I going to get to go up on stage? This is going to be exciting. I wasn't participating in the community, so I was like, I'm definitely not getting any of those awards. But it was really exciting, and I was really looking forward to it. And they started calling the names, and I was getting a little nervous, oh my gosh, I'm going to get to go up on stage with all these other people that have made over $1 million on Kajabi, and this is really exciting. And I get to be acknowledged, and then they kept calling the names, and then my name was never called. And I was just oh man, well, that was disappointing. What happened? I've definitely done that on Kajabi. And so I saw everyone go up there and get their picture taken together and hold on to their plaque and raise it high and be excited and, feel the community space there and get acknowledged for it. I was super disappointed. I was oh my God, I want to be on that stage. And I was do I just run up on that stage? But I didn't. And then after, I did ask someone in Kajabi, and I was how did you pull get the names of the people that did it? She's we just looked at the accounts, and so if we missed you, that was totally human error. And so she was so great. She was so apologetic and was I am so sorry. I'm no worries, but I missed out on it. And so if you're watching on YouTube, you can see behind me here, the Kajabi mogul plaque that will be on my shelf behind me, because it's a super, it's a great achievement. And while it happened a while ago, I have to still remember, we did this amazing accomplishment. And we put in the work. We went to events, we met people, we collaborated, we networked, we created, we put it out there, we took action. And that's the only way to really get any sort of achievement, whether it's the $1,000 hero pin or the $10,000 hero pin or the $500,000 hero pin or the $1 million mogul, plaque, this side, the plaque behind me. It takes work and it takes dedication. And so if you are out there, you're working your business, I just want to just give you cheers and give you kudos to doing the hard work and putting the effort in. And, I'm here to help you have fun along the way and speed up the process to your success, but you're the one that has to show up and do the work. So I just want to give you a cheers and applause. And I can't wait to see you, on stage at Kajabi at the live event, getting your own $1 Million Mogul Award. It's just going to be really exciting. So that is my story there. Also, like, helped me realize that some people love recognition. So whether you're doing a live event or you have a community, it can be really great to recognize people for their accomplishments, no matter how big or small. I love that the Kajabi communities that we're using right now inside Build a Blissful Business has those built in, those recognitions, those awards, and the leadership board. It's all built in, so I don't even have to do it myself. But it just kind of like really brought to light, like, people, not every single person. Some people get really shy and they don't want to, but people like getting recognized for their accomplishments. And so it can be great to do, whether it's an in-live event, or, I don't care how big or how small, or on your community, even if it's, like the Kajabi Awards for the community were people who were participating the most. So, recognition for that, and showing people that you see them. I notice you, even if it's not a dollar amount, but it's hey, you're showing up and you're helping people, you're assisting people in the community. I want to give you a shout out, and acknowledge you and your accomplishments. So that was important to me, or that was something that like stuck out as kind of like an important little lesson to gain from not getting called up on stage. And then also, recognition doesn't always have to be, you don't always have to get it. Be okay with knowing deep down inside your accomplishments, and be able to move on and move past if you don't get publicly recognized for it. You did that, and that's all that really matters. So I would go on and on. I want to keep this episode short. Maybe I'll do some more episodes on some of the talkers, the speakers that were on stage, and kind of break down what they were saying, because I got some incredible insights, like on Priya Parker's. She has a book called The Art of Regathering, so all about building community, hosting events, and so she gave me some great, incredible insights. So I'm going to save that for another podcast episode. But the moral of this episode is really that Kajabi is incredible. They are investing a ton into their platform, energy, money, all of the things. They have specialized teams in the different areas. So they have an AI team that they brought in to work on AI. They have a different team for communities. They have a different team for all these other things, for the checkout process. So, that's something to be said about a company, because you can only move so fast with how much support you have. Maybe you recognize that in your business. Maybe you're a solopreneur. You don't have any support. And the truth is, and the reality is, you can only move so fast. You can only improve so much if you have a small team, or it's a one-man show. And they have really invested in the different areas within Kajabi, since you can do so much in there, to have each team working on their own improvements, which means we get faster, innovation into the platform, and new features, which is really exciting. I think they're rolling out new features like every couple of weeks, which is exciting. Number 2, the moral of this episode is they're here to help us succeed. And that's an incredible, incredible feeling. And number 3 is just go to events, network with people, whether, online, we've been doing online. If you can get to in-person events, it's an incredibly impactful way to fast track the connections and relationships that you can build. And in today's age, relationships and collaboration is going to be huge for your business growth. So I encourage you to do that, whether it's coming to attend one of our one-day Lake Day networking retreats, or, meeting your people, even if they're not your ideal customers, but like other people who will get you and understand you, and just to be able to meet them. So that's it for the episode. I wish y'all could have been there with me. If they do one next year, hopefully you'll come next year. It was 100% worth it, the time and energy. I had no service while I was in there, so you didn't see me post very much. I was trying to share in my stories every time I would go outside, maybe for a meal, I would share something, but it was kind of nice to just not have any service and just like be there sitting, taking it in, taking some notes, and not worrying about having to do everything in real time and worry about business. I couldn't even pull out my computer because it wasn't working well. So that's it. I've got a couple links for you in the show notes. So again, if you're interested in testing out Kajabi, thechrissychin.com/Kajabi, to use my referral link, get 2 weeks free and some goodies from me. And then I've got some other links in there, people's names that I mentioned. I'll go ahead and link up their social profiles so you can go find them, check out Haley's hair, get Maya's social tips for growth. I had a few things. I wasn't able to get the right music on my Instagram, and she was like, oh, go here. It's because you're, a business account and not entrepreneur. And boom, problem fixed. And learn some cool strategies that I'm going to use for reels to increase engagement, watch time, and get yourself up on the algorithm. So learn that from her there, which was super, super cool. So go follow the people that I mentioned. Check out Kajabi. It is the best platform. And I'm just super impressed with what they're doing and how they're rolling everything out, and building AI into it and just making everything just so seamless. So if you have any questions, you know how to find me, thechrissychin.com or thechrissychin_ on Instagram, thechrissychin on Facebook. And you can find me here every single week on the Badass is the New Black podcast. We'll see you later. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you got some value out of this episode, I would love some support. And the best way to do that, so I can keep showering you with loads of actionable tips, is to hit that subscribe button. Leave a review or a comment if you're on YouTube, and share this podcast with a friend. And when you share it with a friend on social, please tag me so I can reshare your share in my stories. It's been an absolute pleasure hanging out. I appreciate the heck out of you for showing up. And now it's time for you to take imperfect action so you can work less and enjoy and earn a whole lot more.